Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in. My name is Bradley, also known as the Swim Coach, and today we're going to look at my team for game week 11. Now, remember, the cut-off time is today at 11 a.m. So please make sure you get it in. So that is Saturday, the 8th of November at 11 a.m. So this is my team for game week 11. And we're going to also have a look at potential plays that you want to quickly put in, especially from those press conferences they've had today. And also, if you do want to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, it'd be much appreciated. And let's see who is in my team for game week 11. So, I have kept it nearly the same. We may do a switch right here, right now. So, at the moment, this is my team. Now, I'm not sure whether to put Lucas Paquetá in. I'm still not sure. It's been bugging me that he did really well in the last game, where he did get 9 points against Newcastle. They are home to Burnley, so that's my biggest thing. Now, the other thing is my captain. I am going to go with Erling Haaland. I thought maybe go with Timber against Sunderland. But I'm just worried about Xhaka. I'm worried about him shooting out from the box. And he has got a powerful shot on him. And I know Ray probably maybe used to him a little bit, but I think I'll keep the same team. It has been bugging me about it. I would probably prefer to have Rice in my team, but then who do I get rid of? Do I get Timber? Do I get rid of Saka? If I do get rid of Saka and put Rice in, I do get an additional 3.5 million, 4 million, which I could then spend on someone else. But I think for me right now, I'm going to keep that as it is. I think Sunderland will shoot a lot more outside of the box. So Raya may be getting some saves in, which will be unheard of for Raya. But I think at this present moment, I'm going to keep this team. It does also mean that I've still got one transfer left over. So for the next game week, I'll have 2. I do still have 0.2 million in the bank, which I can kind of deal with. And I think I kind of like that idea. I can't get Gabriel, who I probably want to, unless I do get rid of Saka and then change Timbers out for Gabriel and then put someone else in. But then I've got to take a hit. And as I said in one of my previous videos, I think I want to leave that for after the international break, just to see how I feel. But I do kind of like it. I could put Sinio in, but I kind of like my midfield. The only one that I'm not liking from this will be Thiago, but it is a home game at Brentford. So that is my biggest concern. And the thing with a lot of these, okay, there's only Bournemouth, Arsenal, and Newcastle that are playing away. So I kind of do like that home advantage scenario. Like Haaland home to Liverpool. Mateta home to Brighton, sorry. So I do kind of like that. Maybe for the next game week, we'll look more in depth, see if I can change some people out, or do I keep the same formation and go from there? So for me, at the moment, this is my team. If I do hear anything in the before the 11 o'clock deadline, then I may transfer some players out or sub players. My two subs are probably going to be Paquetá and Sinha. Now, it will either be Thiago or Ndai. They'll probably be the two that I'm looking at the most that will probably get subbed. But at the moment, we're going to keep it like that. So mainly the same as last week. And as you can see down below, it does say, okay, that Ndai's fitness and his future is going to play. So we'll see. Update on 6 players. I haven't actually seen this update. I've been very busy throughout. But yeah, I thought so. We're all right with this at the moment. And I can deal with some of this stuff that's going on. Now, there's not much really to talk about the top transfers because we've been saying it a lot in this in the last week or two, where the same players are getting up and up there a little bit more. And the number of teams that people have transferred in, it is very interesting. The form of a lot of these players is big as well. Now, both Chelsea players are not formed, but they do have Wolves who are near the bottom, or are they bottom? Let's have a look at the table. I forgot to look at the table. Normally I look at the table, but I forgot to look at the table. Yeah, Wolves are bottom. And we've only been on 2 points. Even if they win, they'll still be bottom of the league. Now, Arsenal do play Sunderland, City, Liverpool, so that's that fixture. So, as an Arsenal fan, if we draw and they draw, we'll take it. Bournemouth against Villa. Well, Villa are mid. So it could be very interesting. Spurs United. So there's some close fixtures against each other. And some big battles. Like here you go. Burnley, West Ham, Forest, Leeds. There you go. There's some other ones. Everton and Fulham next to each other. Brentford, Newcastle. So these 6 teams are all playing each other and they're one position in the league of each other. So that is quite an interesting scenario. The only big difference one is Wolves against Chelsea. That's the only big gap between players. Even Palace and Brighton are close to each other. So I can see that there have been a lot of draws this game week. And I think looking through that could be something that players out there, or you guys out there, think really hard about. It is coming to that international break as well. So do some of them are going to go in for those 50-50 tackles? Probably not. Because they want to be fit for the internationals. I know sometimes it shouldn't be like that. But some players, some people are like that. Now, there are a few surprises, and I was looking through this earlier, that there are again a lot of high value players. Look, even Saka has had a lot of players get rid of him. Okay, 4.3. Okay, I can understand. But they could go with someone like Eze and they can save that 2.5 million on that. I can barely with that. 25% of people have still got Salah. But if he starts picking up form, why not? For me, I always said this. Try and look at players that are top point scorers that not many fans out there have got. So we look at the top point scorers. Okay, here we go. But if we go for the first person that has got under 10%, you're going to be surprised. It's actually the Sunderland goalkeeper. So a lot of those 7% of fans out there have gained extra points. Now, is that he's on the bench because of his value, or was he actually put in? You never know. Now, when we go down to the next one, we've got two players on 50 points. Now, one defender, one midfielder. And for me personally, someone like Gravenberch, okay, who, didn't play against the against Brentford, but has had minutes, has been getting odd points here and there. And I think with how he's been played, potential, even someone like Nick Pope, very good, points wise, 12%. Take that. Even the player that I had in my team, Xhaka, and I actually did have him on. And I will say this now. If he does well against Arsenal, I may consider of getting Xhaka in against Fulham and Bournemouth. And I may try and change my players around. So I take a big hit on someone like Saka, bring in take out Bukayo Saka, bring in Xhaka, okay, and that's 5 minutes extra I've got where I could potentially use that on a better defender, or I can get a better forward, or even maybe an informed forward as well. So that's something there I'm going to have to look closely into. But if you look at the points wise, the top informed midfielder I've already got. The next one is Rice. So I could decide to do that and have a top formed player. Both players are from the same team. So if Saka gets a clean sheet, Rice will get a clean sheet. Rice may get an assist, so will Saka. So there we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is my team and a little insight of why or what. But I did keep it the same. Am I fully happy? No. Do I'm happy with my captain? Not really. Is he my best option for this game week? Probably. And I'm going to say this now. He may probably score against Liverpool. But we'll have to wait and see. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And again, good luck for game week 11. and I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye from now.